Hello and welcome back to the NBA DFS Slate Breakdown for April 11th. It is the last day of the season and we are back. We're breaking it down. Now come join us at LionStar. $39.99 per month gets you access to all we do. The props, the DFS, you get it all. If you're playing basketball all season long, jump over to the baseball streets and try us out there. We do have a 7-day free trial available now. Let's dig into the slate. See what we got on this wonderful 11-game slate on FanDuel and 10-game slate on DraftKings. DraftKings does not have that Utah game there. We'll dive into it. Cole Anthony, 28% owned. Highest owned point guard, 5,700. I'm fine going here. There's no Banchero, no Wagner. I do worry about how many minutes they may give Cole. He was, a solid rotation piece for most of the year. He hasn't gone back to starting yet. Could still be working back from injury. So they want to give him some run, but maybe don't want to give him too much. So I like Cole Anthony, but I do worry about how much run he may get. This is a great spot versus a Pacers team that's playing its backups. TJ McConnell, 5K, 28% owned. We have him at 28 minutes. If he's playing 28 minutes, I absolutely love him at this price. He could very well end up coming and playing 24, 26 like that off the bench. But he's a very good fantasy point per minute guy. I'm fine getting some. Josh Giddey, 10.3K. Giddey is playing huge minutes still. And with that, I don't mind going back to him in a good spot versus the Washington Wizards. Josh Giddey is just ending this season on an incredible run. So, congrats to him. Congrats to the Bulls for an absolutely steal of a trade. Getting him for Alex Caruso is wild. Ja Morant, 8.8K versus the Nuggets. Nuggets have not been good defensively, and they've been giving up a ton of points to point guards. Ja Morant in a must-win you think is going to show up. It is a must-win for Denver, too, so I would expect this game to play a little bit more like a playoff game, meaning starters get a few more minutes, and the stars are the one that really need to come alive. Definitely the stars on the road. Whereas in playoff games, a lot of the time it's the bench guys that are the role players that need to elevate a team to win. But Ja Morant on the road, he's got to come to play. And let's get on over to the point guard on DK. We got Cole Anthony, McConnell, talked about them both. Cade Cunningham, I'm fine to go to at 10.7K. Surprised he's playing a back-to-back. He played 35 minutes last night, but I'm fine going there if he's playing. Anthony Black, 4.4K, been playing pretty well lately. Minutes are really up in the air, but I think he probably gets some decent run today. I'm fine going with him. Shooting guard, we got Cole Anthony, Anthony Edwards, and Anthony Black. Ant, 25% owned. It's a must win. He's in a smash spot versus the Nets. The worry here is a huge blowout, and they're going to try and give the stars some rest if they have the chance to, because from now to the end of the season, these stars are going to be playing, playoff minutes, and then they dive straight into playoffs. So not going to be a ton of, not going to be a ton of time to give them rest before the playoffs. If the Timberwolves are up huge, I could see a spot where Ant rests a little bit. Giddey, we covered. AJ Lawson, 4,300 is an interesting off-the-bench play with some upside versus the Dallas Mavericks team. Aaron Wiggins, 6K. Price is up there, but hey, this is his show with all the stars out. Aaron Wiggins has shown up in these spots, and I don't mind paying 6K for him here. Benedict Mathurin, it's another spot where there's no stars on the Pacers playing. Mathurin has stepped up a couple times in these roles. 39 minutes, going for 55. That's definitely in the range of outcomes. One worry, though, is they're obviously trying to give guys some rest. So maybe that like 35-minute performance is out the window and you're stuck with like 32 or under, but there's still upside at 5,400. Fine going there. And let's get on over to shooting guard on DK. Cole Anthony, Benedict Mathurin, Antonio Reeves. Reeves at 4K is absolutely in play. We've been all over him for a few nights, and he keeps putting up 30s. And at that price, I'm fine going there as well. And small forward on FanDuel. We got Ant. We got AJ Lawson. We got Dylan Jones. Dylan Jones at 3,800. He is likely going to start. Last time he started, he played 36 minutes and put up 29 at 3,800. If you're at all anywhere close to that, it pays off his salary. Lawson, Wiggins, Mathurin, we all covered. Justin Champagny versus the Bulls. If he's starting, if he's playing big-time minutes at 6,200, you play him. He is right around a fantasy point per minute and has some solid upside in these starts, so I'm fine going there. And over to small forward on DK. Jarvis Walker, 3,400. He has been playing off the bench, mid-20s minutes. I would expect a huge bump up in his minutes today, and at 3,400, I'm fine getting there. Mathurin, Reeves, we covered. Power forward it is. Goga, Jalen Williams, and Obi Toppin. These are going to be some of the chalkiest plays on the slate, and I think you probably need to play them. Goga, huge upside. There's no Wendell Carter Jr. He probably starts, probably plays 24, 26 minutes. We have him at 28. There's definitely that chance. But he's 1.2 fantasy point per minute guy in a good spot. I'm playing him. He has huge ceiling. Absolutely 10x possibility there. Jalen Williams, another 10x possibility. Last time he was in this spot, he put up 59. Put up 52 the time before that. He is a solid fantasy producer and probably plays a good bit. I like Jalen Williams. And then Obi Toppin, very similar. Solid fantasy point per minute guy, likely to get a lot more minutes. We have him at 33 minutes today. Expected to be the starter. If he's not the starter, the minutes are probably mid-20s, but still an interesting play. Giannis, he's probable, so he's likely playing, and I'm fine getting there. There's, not a ton of spots where it's huge ceiling. Bam Adebayo, 8,700 versus the Pelicans. Pelicans can't stop anybody. Bam is very good, and they still need to win some games. Anthony Davis, 10.1K. It's a seeding situation, and I love going to Ant when I know he's going to have to play games, especially versus a poor Toronto team, and they're still only 12.5 favorites. So there is definitely a chance he's playing, 35-plus minutes in this spot. Getting on over to power forward on DraftKings, Toppin, Walker, Mogbo. Jonathan Mogbo, 5.5K, playing giant minutes the last couple games. And Holmes is doubtful. They released Orlando Robinson. Podol's out, so Mogbo's probably locked in big minutes once again. Don't mind going to him. On to the center spot. We talked about Goga, talked about Jalen Williams, talked about Bam, talked about Ant, and then we got Jokic, 12.7K. Nobody has a bigger ceiling. It's a must-win game. It's essentially a playoff game. I am absolutely fine going to Jokic in this spot. Jamal Murray is now questionable and probably plays, so that does hurt the ceiling outcome a little bit, but it's Jokic. Nobody's more consistent at hitting 60 plus, and there's that chance of 80, 90. With all the value out there, I am 100% fine going to Jokic over, say, Goga. And then, especially with, say, Goga being power forward eligible, Jalen being power forward, Obi being power forward, you can absolutely go to center, and you're not really giving up much, except for you're getting that huge ceiling point outcome for him. So fine going there. And on to center on DK. Obi, Goga, Jokic, talked about them all. That'll wrap us up. Thank you for joining me for the entire season. We are done with the regular season. If for the bigger, say like 4-game playoff slates, I may have some shows, but outside of those ones, probably no NBA DFS show for the playoffs, as I don't play slates when it's only 2 or 3 games. If we get a couple bigger slates, I'll be back. You guys have a good one. Thanks for taking your time and enjoying the season with me. Let's make some money. Talk to you later. Peace.